Hey everyone, so we are back to Weird Idea BramP. I really need to make a show out of that. Anyways, today I thought why not make a front yard for a house and make it themed as it would be Plants vs. Zombies. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. I don't know why I came up with it, but here we are. I definitely want to make this. I usually suck at gardens, so bear with me while I try my best to get better at making them. So Plants vs. Zombies. So the garden in Plants vs. Zombies ends and starts with like a white trim around it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, just in front of the house. Then in fences, I kind of want like a broken down fence, but I don't feel like we have those. So I'm just gonna be picking a normal wooden fence or something like that. I think that will look okay. Actually, the picket fence is probably better for this, but I will have to paint it brown. So I just looked up Plants vs. Zombies and it's actually white in the image over here. So we are going to keep that white as well. And then for lawnmowers, I don't quite know how I will do it. I will probably try something with basic shapes, see if it works out, but I'm not that good with basic shapes. So we'll see how it goes. So I made a little shape that I think will work out for my lawnmower. Now let's try and see how this goes. So this will be like the start of my lawnmower. I don't want to make it too big. I want to make it too small as well, of course. I think this is a little bit too thick though for a lawnmower. I don't quite know. What do the lawnmowers look like in Plants vs. Zombies? Okay, they are quite thick. That's all right. So just adding that singular cylindrical shape. And I'm just gonna copy that on top of that for the black color as well. And so this is red, like a very, very bright red. This as well. So it needs to be a little bit longer because that's the thinnest you can make the discs go. So this part needs to be a little bit longer. And then the part that comes on top of it will be black. Right, that looks horrific. Exactly what we wanted. And then we need some wheels as well. I don't quite know how these people do that because I could never like fit the wheels in here. We need the small square beam. I'm just going to try and get this into the corner over here. Is it actually resting on top of the glass one? Yes, I think it is. If I copy it, okay, it will copy everything except for the wheels. And so then dragging that up, can I still move this part? Okay, I can still move it, which is amazing. Going into the corner, I think that will be like the most or the hardest thing to do in this video is making the lawnmowers, copying that, going into the custom placement, connecting that, and then going all the way back down. So I kind of want to remove this stick over here because that will look ugly. And then clicking here in the corner and going back down. It's not the best lawnmower that I have ever seen, but it's something we tried. And then this is black as well. Okay, it's not, yeah, it's not that great. But we can copy that over to the next parts. And then I just need to add the wheels. And you know what? I kind of do want some smoke coming out of the machines, but I want the smoke to go upward, so I will have to buy some stuff here, which is the fog projector. If I do this, I will have to remove the black discs on top of it, because otherwise I will be just too tall. But I want them to look ready for when the zombies come in. So I think this is amazing. And then we need to go into sprinklers because I do want to use real plants and flowers. So yes, I'm using quite a bit of BLOXBURG items. I am so sorry for that. So one sprinkler goes on the side here. And then we need one more over here so that it fills up the area where I want to place my plants. And to hide them, I will paint them. I think they're already painted in camo. No, they're parsley green. So camo is a color for grass and I will paint them in the grass material. There we go. And if I play this, I usually place my sunflowers. Sunflowers give you money in the game, so it's good to have them in the back. So, I don't know, they kind of seem a little bit small compared to the lawnmowers, but that's okay. Just have like a row of sunflowers. I think one sunflower looks a little bit boring, so I'm adding 2 sunflowers to each thing. Also, the grass in Plants vs. Zombies kind of is layered, so we need to make different types of grass for like every bit of land, which I will do right now. So I will work in 4x4s, if that's possible. Now, I actually don't want to spend all of my time making basic shapes into the plants that we are going to use to shoot at the zombies, because frankly, I don't like to try and create something with basic shapes. As you can see with the lawnmowers, I did something really, really easy, but if it goes into detail and I start failing, I just give up within a minute because I don't have patience for it. So we do have some mushrooms in the game. I think that's for nighttime. So we'll just add 1 mushroom here. Painted blue. I think they are blue, but I completely forgot. I literally have not played Plants vs. Zombies in years. Then the plants, I think we're going to use tulips, but I'm not 100% sure. Why is this locked? Is my gardening not level 8? I need level 8 gardening right now. So let's see. Let's go out of build mode. Let's see what kind of level I am. So I'm level 7. I think if I use some BLOXBURGs to quickly grow some plants that I will get it more quickly, but I kind of don't want to spend all of my BLOXBURGs. So let's see, let's place some of these. I really need level 8 because I was going to use the hedges as zombies. Right, maybe I should use some light as well. I think that would be smart. Okay, there we go. And now I can start planting. I'm literally already bored of trying to get my gardening skill up, but I'm doing this for the hedges. So how much is it? 107? Will it get my level up? Only 1%. Oh my goodness. So here's the thing, I will plant a lot of trees because I am losing way too many BLOXBURGs on this and I'm gonna cry if I lose all of my BLOXBURGs. But I'm gonna plant a lot of these pear trees because they take the longest to grow. And then I will come back and finish this video. I will just sit AFK in BLOXBURG for a bit and see if my level goes up because you do need to grow some trees. So trying to make them as close as possible so that I need less sprinklers. And I hope this gets my level up because honestly I do want to place the hedges without losing all of my BLOXBURGs. And so 1 BLOXBURG of a fertilizer, as you saw earlier, I will show it in a minute as well, stands for about a minute that I need to wait for it to grow. So if it's 140 BLOXBURGs to grow my plant, it will take about 140 minutes to actually grow if you don't pay BLOXBURGs to fertilize it. So clicking this, it says 144 BLOXBURGs, so it will take about 144 minutes to grow. So before I continue planting, because I really get bored so easily planting plants that I will lose motivation to finish this video, honestly, I will get some floor pieces in. So we need to create a pattern that goes from light to darker, and near the dark spots, wow, I can't even make a square. And near the dark spots, we need to have the second darkest color, just so that we can create this nice pattern. I think this looks pretty much like Plants vs. Zombies. So we did good on that one. Oh my god, I still need to plant all of those. Now, I still want to do something else. I don't quite know if it's going to work, but in the basic shapes, I wish we had a circle though. I really wish we had like a sphere. But you know how the plants shoot things? I do want to make it look like the plants are actually shooting stuff. So making a really tiny transparent cube, adding that on top of it. But you see, that will be so hard to do since we don't really have like a shape that can work with that. So we're gonna make it really tiny so that it at least looks a little bit natural. Okay, so it will look something like this. Those are the bullets that I will use in my garden. I feel like they are way too high up there, so I will have to redo them, oh my goodness. Because they need to be a little bit lower to the ground to make it realistic, as if they are coming out of the plant. So then actually, making this lower, we need to add a few that aim towards the zombies. And then of course they are always in the same color as the plant, so I'm just gonna copy that, use them as bullets. And then over here, actually over here as well, we do have these blue icy plants, so it needs to be icy. And I'm looking for that ice material as well, yes, that. There we go, that's our bullets in as well. Now all we need is to add the zombies. Before that, I am waiting for my plants to grow over here because that really takes a long time. No, it kind of looks like something chemical just exploded into my backyard. So let's not add the fog machines. And then I will come back in like 2 hours to add my zombies to this. I'm pretty excited to add them. Alright, so the few hours quickly turned into a few days, and here I am with the Plants vs. Zombies garden. And Floaty showed me a little trick on Discord as to what you can do to make the little plants a little bit more realistic, but I'm not going to do that. I'm so sorry. I kind of do like the plants. I kind of love this, but Floaty, you're amazing, and you do have a lot of patience for this, so props to you. Also, I tried to make a very small bush, but it was a little bit too big for what I wanted in the backyard. Now let's add the zombies into the backyard. It's kind of sad that we can't really add them onto the street, right? I waited for a little bit with this because I did make quite a bit of progress in my levels. Okay, I kind of do want the zombies to be like this. Can you actually change the material? That would be so amazing. No, you cannot. But we are going to make them bright green. And why not make the Roblox logo bright green as well? And then of course, some of them have like a traffic cone on their heads. So let's try and do that with the basic shapes. Can we add that on top of here? That would be so amazing. No, we can actually not do that. I should have known. That would be so cool though if you could do that. I don't think you can actually place that on a table as well. So maybe that's the issue. No, you can only place that one on the ground. So that's alright. We'll live with that. And then there's one more thing that I do want to add to the zombies. And that is the little cart for the babies. So we have a stroller. So one zombie will be pushing a stroller for extra protection or something like that. But then I'm also looking for the little cart that kids can drag. I don't quite know where that is. Okay, yes, that's the one that I needed, the wagon. I feel like that's so typical for Plants vs. Zombies to have like a wagon, so I'm going to be using that one. And there we go, we made a little front yard based on Plants vs. Zombies. I think it looks amazing. Would I do it for a real house that I'm building? Probably not, but I had a lot of fun doing it. Of course, you can add as much of shapes and stuff like that as you want to it, but I wanted to keep it simple, so here we go. I think the lawnmowers definitely help make it feel a little bit better. Now anyways, I'm gonna leave it at this. I hope you liked this build. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe.